Hi everyone, I'm Chef Gwen Novak here at No Time to Cook on Solomon's Island. And I hope you are enjoying your summer reading marathon. We're excited to be part of it. I wanted to share with you one of my favorite recipes from my new cookbook, How to Cook for Beginners. This is a really fun one that you can do by yourself. Don't even need your parents around because you're not going to bake these, but they're called our No Bake Energy Bites. And so I'm going to walk you guys through what you need and how to make these things to make your own sweet treat, and a little bit healthy too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need a bowl, a nice bowl. You're gonna need some measuring cups and measuring spoons. And it's gonna be really helpful to have a spatula as well as a cookie scoop, because we're gonna portion out your balls with the scoop. So what we're gonna do is, really quickly, easy recipe, we're gonna take oats, and you need 1 cup of whole rolled oats, and you want to get it nice and level. So you can take your finger or you can take a knife and scoop it off and pour the oats uncooked right into your bowl. Now you're going to take 3/4 of a cup of coconut flakes. You'll see on the measuring cups, it'll tell you 1/4. So we're going to do that 3 times. So 3/4 of a cup. And again, you can kind of shake it off to get it nice and level. That's 1. And for me, sometimes I get talking and I forget how many I put in. So if you're like me, what you can do is take your next scoop and put it in a different place in the bowl. You can kind of see that, so you can tell that now I've done 2 and I need 1 more for a 3rd. Now you probably want to do sweetened coconut flakes for this, a little bit extra sugar. If you don't want them quite as sweet, just use unsweetened coconut. Okay, so we have 1 cup of oats, 3/4 of a cup of coconut flakes, and now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. You can use creamy. I'm using creamy, but I really like chunky as well. You can use whatever you have, use whatever you like. It does not matter in this recipe. So what I'm going to do is get my spatula, and this is, good and sticky. And if you want to really measure, that's our dog Shelly. She likes these things very much. You just sort of scoop it into the 1/2 cup measure. Get it nice and level. And then all that peanut buttery goodness is going into your bowl. Scoop it out as best you can. Get it as good and clean as you can, because you want all that peanut butter in the bowl. And then we're going to need a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, at least a 1/2 cup, right? So I just messed up my 1/2 cup, and I don't want all the chocolate chips to stick to it. So I'm going to use my 1/4 cup. There's a lot of math involved, believe it or not, in cooking. I'm going to use that 1/4 cup twice. 2 1/4 cups, nice and level, make 1/2 a cup. So that's 1 and 2. Now I told you that these were kind of healthy. So what we're going to do is add either some ground flaxseed to it, or I'm going to add, in this case, some chia seeds. And I am going to add about a 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds too. I'm sorry, a 1/4 cup chia seeds. Now, the peanut butter is going to help it stick together, but we need something else to do that. So what I'm going to do is add a 1/3 of a cup of honey. I've got a little quick trick for you. Honey, like peanut butter, likes to stick to everything, and so it makes it really difficult to get all of it out of your measuring cup. So what you're going to do to help encourage it to come out of the measuring cup is to spray it with a little bit of vegetable spray. So give that a little scoop, and then we're going to pour the honey in just to the top. And then, if I did it right, all of that is going to come out of that measuring cup. So much cleaner and easier than it would if you had to scrape it out. You might have to scrape a little bit. That's okay. Okay. And then lastly, we need some vanilla. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla to this. So now you're going to need your measuring spoons. And again, like the measuring cups, they have indicators on them, tell you exactly how much it is. So this guy is 1 teaspoon. 1 yummy teaspoon to that. And now we're going to give this guy a stir. This is when you need your strong muscles. Stir, stir, stir. till it's all incorporated. Now, if you like white chocolate chips, you could add those instead. If you like butterscotch, you could use those instead. If you like dark chocolate, feel free to add that. If you like nuts, you could add nuts to it. Pecans or almonds would be really good in this, so would walnuts. So you just want to make sure that all the ingredients are well incorporated, and that looks really good. So now what you're going to do is take a cookie sheet pan. And what I've done is, here's the basic sheet pan. Take a piece of what's called parchment paper. It's kind of like wax paper, but it has superhero ability. So nothing sticks to this. It's the best. Because if you were just to put these energy bite balls on your sheet pan by themselves, they're probably going to stick. And that's very frustrating and no fun. So line it with parchment paper first of all. And then you take your cookie scoop and make a nice little ball. And then keep on going until you've used up all of your mix. Now we use a cookie scoop because that way we know each one of them is exactly the same size and everybody gets equal portions. So just keep on going with those guys until you fill up the whole tray. You've used up all of the mix. Pop them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes and you have an amazing, delicious, semi-healthy treat that you can make on your own. So you guys enjoy your summer and we'll see you later.